It is possible to hit every milestone society sets for you, the grades, the degree, the title, and still find yourself at a permanent financial plateau. Take Ryan. He followed the prescribed route. Now he earns $5,000 a month. But that income is immediately hollowed out by student loan interest, rising rent, and the growing realization that his specialized skill set is being automated by the very software he uses. Compare that to Ethan. He skipped the traditional credentials entirely, yet he generates over $15,000 every month from his laptop. He isn't tied to a specific office and views AI as a tool that multiplies his output rather than a threat that replaces his labor. This disparity isn't a matter of one being smarter than the other. It is proof that the economic incentives that once governed the middle class have detached from traditional employment and moved elsewhere. For most of the 20th century, a university degree was a reliable entry point into financial stability. Today, entry-level salaries in many sectors have remained stagnant, while the costs of housing and education have moved in the opposite direction. The internet removed the barriers to high-level earning. The market stopped prioritizing years spent in a classroom and started rewarding those who can capture attention and deploy digital systems. This created a new archetype, the digital architect. These individuals don't look for jobs. They construct online income systems that utilize software and global distribution to generate value. As standard wages continue to lose their purchasing power, mastering these digital systems offers a way to maintain financial agency in an economy that no longer rewards traditional corporate loyalty. To enter this space, you have to ignore the hype and look at the cold mechanics of value. A digital skill only has market value if it solves a specific financial problem for a business. There are three primary outcomes a business will pay for: increasing their revenue, saving them time, or reducing their overhead costs. High-earning services like AI automation, targeted marketing, and technical copywriting map directly to these three pillars. When you solve these problems, businesses view your fee as an investment rather than an expense. The reason most people stay broke is that they substitute this market interaction for perpetual study. They buy more courses and watch more tutorials, convincing themselves they are working. Watching a video about business is not the same as conducting one. Real growth only begins when you move from passive consumption to delivering results for a paying client. This is the 5-step process map used to operate a digital business. We call it the Shadow Wealth Loop. Step 1 is define. Instead of trying to run a complex agency, you select one single scalable service, like managing short-form content or building specific AI workflows. Narrowing your focus allows you to become an expert faster. Step 2 is sell. This is where most people hesitate because they don't feel ready. In reality, you only become qualified by pitching. Every rejection provides the data you need to refine your offer. Step 3 is deliver. The moment a client pays you, your learning curve shifts. The pressure of a real deadline forces you to solve problems and acquire skills that no course could ever teach. Step 4 is improve with AI. Once you understand the manual process, you use artificial intelligence to automate the repetitive parts. This allows you to handle more work without increasing your hours. Step 5 is systemize. You move from being a freelancer to running a business by creating standard procedures. You organize your payments, your tracking, and your delivery. Clients do not pay for raw talent. They pay for the reliability of your systems and the predictability of the outcome you provide. As you move through this loop, your professional identity changes. In this economy, your digital presence has effectively replaced the traditional resume. An effective online profile must communicate your identity, your specific function, and the quantifiable value you have created for others. It needs to be an instant proof of concept. If you are invisible online, you are technically non-existent to the modern market. Without proof and clear positioning, you will never gain the trust required to close a high-ticket contract. Your digital reputation is a form of currency. When managed correctly, it attracts opportunities to you while you are busy focusing on delivery. We are entering an era defined by AI, automation, and a globalized labor market. The old barriers between local and global have vanished. Look at the difference in scale. A decade ago, it took an entire department to produce what a single individual with software produces today. The gap between those who leverage these tools and those who rely on traditional labor is widening. Those who adapt early are seeing their wealth compound, while those waiting for the old system to recover are falling further behind. You can continue following a path that is losing its value, or you can start building an income stream that scales as the world changes. If you are ready to learn the mechanics of digital wealth, subscribe to Shadow Wealth. Your future starts when you decide to build.